What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be filming the husband tag. I'm really surprised that we have...
Ow, sorry, this cat's attacking me.
I'm really surprised we haven't filmed this already. We definitely did some sort of video like this when I first started my channel, like a while ago, and it was probably super cringy and it was really bad because neither of us had ever been in front of the camera before.
I'm pretty awkward in general.
Yeah. So we have the baby on the baby monitor, so hopefully he'll nap during this, but if he wakes up, either we'll bring him in here and we'll film with him, or the lighting will change and things will be different. But I just googled the husband tag, so I got a bunch of questions that he has not seen yet, so we'll have to see how well he does. There's 34 of them on like the traditional husband tag. I don't know if we're gonna do all of them because that's just a lot of questions, so I might edit some of them out, but yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. So the first question is, how and where did we meet?
We met at a restaurant called Roots Cafe. The restaurant had gone between ownership and we were closed, but I was there like painting stuff and getting it ready to reopen. And you came in because you know the owner, and you were, it wasn't an interview, but it was like a...
I was just handing in
the
my
owner was basically like,
stuff.
hey, she's gonna work here, so...
Yeah.
That's how we met.
And why were you there?
I was the manager of said restaurant.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
What was your first impression of me?
The first time I ever saw you was in a photograph. That
Cause
same
funny
restaurant
story.
owner showed me a photograph.
The restaurant owner is my mom's best friend, and at the time I was dating her son, and it was like my senior year of high school, and we were like
had gone, also scandalous.
Yeah, like had gone to prom together, so it was my senior prom photo.
Yeah, she's stunning, always. But in that photograph, I remember just thinking like, how did this kid get her? How do I get one?
How and where was our first date? I mean...
I don't even know if we really went on an official date.
Yeah.
I guess.
So just do like the first time we spent time together, like outside of work.
Was that probably the night you and Kiki went to a concert?
It was the night before that.
The night before that? Was it at my house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we watched it. What did we watch?
We tried to watch The Bourne Identity, but we didn't make it through it.
We made out instead. How did you know I was the one?
I think in texts you made me laugh more than really anybody I'd ever interacted with.
So, you fell in love with me through text messages?
I mean, it was like our conversations and interactions and texts. But
yeah.
There was a point where I told my best friend roommate at the time that he should get used to her being around. Cause
that's so cute. I love when you say that. Because we met in May of 2014, but we didn't start dating until August. So we like worked together, and it was kind of like a weird flirtatious friendship kind of thing.
Especially
but
because like the age gap, and I was your boss, there were just so many things where I was like, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea.
And I was also like the summer before I went to college, so I didn't really plan on getting into a relationship. Like I wanted to like go to college and like...
Just gonna go sow her wild oats?
No, but I wanted to like, I planned to go to college and just like experience college or whatever, and then you know.
Oops.
How long have we been together? Relationship and marriage?
Well, I think you just told us the relationship.
I just want you to prove that you know it.
Is it 8/8? August 8th is what we decided?
Yeah.
2014?
Yeah. That was the date of our first kiss, and we kind of like the day that we first kissed, we hung out. That's the first night we hung out outside of work, and then we literally hung out every single day until I went to college.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Yeah.
Almost 6 years later.
Right.
How long have we been married?
We've been married a year and a half.
We always, honestly, we both always forget what year we got married.
June 9th, 2018.
Yeah, but I always think it's 2017, but I graduated college in 2017. Yeah. We got engaged in 2017. Yeah, we got married June 9th, 2018. What key elements make a successful relationship and marriage?
It's cliche to say this, but communication is really like the only way to do it.
Yeah.
And empathy. I think we're both pretty empathetic people. So I'm constantly thinking about you, and you're constantly thinking about me.
Yeah, I also think that's helped a lot. Like having a baby, people always say that it can like ruin your marriage. Like your marriage will struggle in the beginning, but I feel like it's done really amazing things for our marriage because we've both been super selfless about it. Like we constantly want to take care of him so the other one can get some sleep or can eat something. We're always like, no, you eat dinner. Like no, you go. Like yesterday morning, he yelled at me to go to bed. I was like, can I? Because Archer was up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I was like, can I take him? And he was like, no, babe, I'm fine. Just go to sleep. And then so later on that day, he's like, I'm sorry I yelled at you to go to bed. And I was like, no, but I get it, because like,
I just love you and I want you to sleep.
Yeah, and like the amount of times that I'll be like holding Archer and he'll be fussy and Caleb's like, do you want me to take a turn? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. But I'm like, I'm not like mad at him. I'm like, I got it, like relax, watch your show or like whatever, it's fine. So I feel like we're kind of the opposite of what normally happens to people when they have a baby. We're like, I don't know, I feel like we're just like 1,000 times more in love and we just like want to help the other one all the time. Okay, children? It just says children, question mark. How many do you want?
We have the one.
We got the one.
He lives here.
Speaking of, he's still asleep.
Oh, we're thinking one more. I think 2 is my maximum. I have thoughts about overpopulation concerns me, and same with going vegan. It was something that I could do personally to try to reduce my carbon footprint. So if I'm worried about overpopulation, but I'm also having 7 kids, it doesn't seem, I can't like, I guess I would feel a little, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Like a hypocrite?
Hypocrite, yeah, hypocritical.
Also, my problem is you have to have an even number, because if you go to Disney World and you have 3 kids and 2 parents, someone has to ride by themselves. So we either have to have 2 or we have to have 4. And 4 is a lot. I was one of 4, and while it was super fun and it's still really fun, it's expensive, and I'm not sure I could emotionally handle like making sure that all 4 of my kids felt equally loved all the time. I think that like the mom guilt would just eat me alive.
Yeah.
So I think 2 is probably good. I think we'll probably have 1 more.
I struggle with that, having 1 kid too, because I want to be able to give him everything, obviously. But then I think about my relationship with my sisters now. Like when we were growing up, we were so far apart that it almost,
that's
between the oldest one and me, it wasn't really.
It's like 7 years
we
difference.
Almost didn't even live together, it seems like. But then our relationship now is something that I wouldn't trade for anything. It's like awesome, and the older we get, the stronger that bond becomes. The more we go through in life together, the more we share.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for him to have that too.
Yeah, because like I said, I'm one of 4, and all of us are within the same like 3.5 years of each other, because I'm a twin. So we were all super close, and me and my twin brother are like best friends. My sister and I didn't really get along until like high school, but now we're really, really close too. And the idea of like wanting to go on family trips and like family game nights and dinners and stuff like that, like making him just hang out with the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Like it just feels kind of cruel.
Yeah.
So the idea that like, yeah, maybe they won't get along when they're younger, because kids always fight, but they'll have like a best friend forever. And I think like having a boy or a girl would be really, really great, because the relationship would be different, but both would be really nice.
Well, it's also like, even growing up, if my sister and I weren't getting along, if somebody else tried to come in and make fun of either one of us, the other one would have been like, what are you doing?
Kind of like camaraderie. Like
Right.
you always
Only
have like a best friend and a protector no matter what. What is my favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show?
Babe, you know this.
I know One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
But Gilmore Girls, it has to be
Yeah,
up
Gilmore
there.
Girls is number 2.
Gilmore Girls, like
One Tree Hill is my all-time favorite, but then Gilmore Girls is like right below it.
Yeah.
It's my eye color.
Green. It's easy.
Who's my best friend? Besides you.
Besides me. I mean...
And Kiki. Kiki doesn't count.
Okay. I was gonna say Kiki, probably, but... Carly Mulford is probably your oldest friend.
She's
my best friend.
Yeah, she's my best friend. What's something I do that you wish I didn't?
Sometimes you leave the TV on a single, like a non-moving screen for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
It bugs me a little bit, because that TV is expensive, and burn-in is one of the main concerns.
I just like have never, no one's ever told
like
me
that.
about that except you, so whenever you tell me that, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
I don't know, yeah, we can move on, I'm not sure.
So I'm just perfect, is what you're
Perfect,
saying?
absolutely
I just leave the TV on too long?
So, sometimes, when you take your sweatshirts off and put them in the laundry, they're inside out. But the sleeves are still right side in, so it gets all wadded up and wet, and it doesn't dry all the way.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily bother me, but I just don't understand if you could leave the whole thing right side in.
I'm doing pretty good if those are my 2 biggest problems.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird habits of each other. It's a weird habit that I have.
You wash your pillowcases more than anyone I've ever met.
Because pillows are gross. And okay, I wouldn't wash it as much if my cat didn't sleep on it every night.
Yeah.
But my cat sleeps, I have like a king size pillow and my cat sleeps on half of it and I sleep on half of it. So there's just like cat hair and stuff all over it. So that's why I watch it so much.
I mean, it definitely makes sense. I just don't do that. Because I'm gross. And also the cat doesn't sleep on my pillow.
What do we argue about the most? We're not good fighters. Like, we'll get into like a mini argument, and then literally one of us will just be like, sorry I said that, and then we hug, and then we move on.
I yelled at you to go to bed.
Yeah, I feel like it's more so like one of us will be like really tired, and we'll just kind of like snap at the other one, but then like we'll just like distance ourselves, do our own thing, and then we'll come out and be like, I'm sorry I said that. But it's like we don't argue really. No. And not to say like our relationship is perfect by any means. We've gotten into plenty of big fights and arguments. We're just not argumentative people. Yeah. I just don't like arguing at all. Yeah, like if we have something that's that serious to talk about, then we'll talk about it, and if not, then we are just like whatever, move on. It's not like worth discussing. Who was the first one to say I love you first, and where was it? Alright, I guess that's it. That was like the last question. I skipped a bunch of them because it's like, what's my favorite restaurant, and did I play any sports and stuff that like. She was real good at basketball, guys. Unreasonably good. She holds all the records for her old school. Yeah, my glory days. Now I got a mom bod, and I get tired walking up the stairs. I had a dad bod 10 years before I became a dad. So I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We kind of wanted to do some things you could. I've gotten like some new followers lately, and I figured it would be fun to do something you guys can get to know us a little better, because we don't really talk about our relationship necessarily that much on here. So I thought it might be fun. Maybe we'll do like a love story video sometime. Talk about our whole love story for the past 6 years. If you have any questions we didn't answer, feel free to ask in the comments. Comment below, and we'll let you know to answer. Give you a little. Give you a little A to your Q, if you will. Okay, our kid is. He's squirming. Squirming and crying. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and hit the bell notification button so you never miss a video. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.